Hello and welcome friends for Formula 1 2018 Round 4 Azerbaijan Grand Prix from Baku. I'm Naresh, your host from Autocars India, bringing you live commentary for this exciting weekend coming up. We had great free practice sessions, which was a mixed session, but one thing was very clear: the Red Bull is definitely the team to beat in this weekend. Ferrari is as usual strong. Mercedes doesn't look to be at par with what is expected from them, and all three practice sessions have not been so strong for Mercedes here. Bottas in particular is being quick. However, in free practice session 3, Lewis Hamilton was able to edge out. As we saw, the times were tumbling thick and fast as the wind is gusting towards this circuit. We are at Baku, round 4 of 2018 Formula 1 season. It all started in 2016 when Azerbaijan became the latest addition to the Formula 1 calendar, with capital city Baku playing host to the fastest street circuit in Formula 1 racing, speeds reaching in excess of 320 kilometers per hour, on a layout which was designed by renowned track architect Hermann Tilke. The brief to Tilke Engineering was very simple: create a circuit that is unique, one that will help the Grand Prix in Baku quickly establish itself as one of the most exciting, thrilling venues for Formula 1 calendar for street circuit, and he delivered in a right way. Tilke's design married technical sectors with extreme straights to create a stunning circuit that also thrives on Baku's very attractive urban atmosphere and is a great combination of history and 21st century style. Historic city, beautiful seaside promenade and an impressive government house all combined to provide a perfect backdrop of the spectacular track. And 2018 all the more is very important, as Mercedes is still looking for the first win of the season here. To give you an update of what's happening in terms of drivers, Sebastian Vettel is leading the driver championship with Ferrari on 54 points. Lewis Hamilton not far behind, still looking for a win. Sebastian Vettel has 2 with 45 points, 9 points shy from Sebastian Vettel, the leader of driver championship. Valtteri Bottas in 3rd position for Mercedes in 40 points, 5 points behind Lewis Hamilton. Daniel Ricciardo, Australian, on the back of winning the Chinese Grand Prix with sheer drive craft which he had. For Red Bull Racing on 37 points, Kimi Raikkonen for other Ferrari finish on 30 points. Fernando Alonso 6th position for McLaren, Spaniard on 22 points, locking horn with Nico Hülkenberg, another German in Renault with 22 points. Max Verstappen, Dane with Red Bull Racing on 18 points, 17 for Pierre Gasly of Toro Rosso, 11 points to Haas, Kevin Magnussen, Stoffel Van Drome, other McLaren in Belgium with 6 points. Carlos Sainz, Spaniard for Renault, 3 points. Marcus Ericsson, Swedish, Sauber Ferrari, 2 points. And the last point, Esteban Ocon for Force India with 1 point. In terms of Constructor Championship, Mercedes is leading with 85 points, followed by Ferrari 1 point behind with 84 points. Red Bull 55, McLaren 28, followed by Renault 25, Toro Rosso 12, Ferrari 11 points, Sauber 2, Force India 1, Williams still to open their account. We are all set for this Grand Prix weekend, where we had mix of fortunes for all the drivers. Sergei Sirotkin shunting in Sector 1 in the free practice 3 session. Hopefully he'll be able to get the car out on the track for time runs or qualifying in Q1 here. So what does Azerbaijan offers here? The first Grand Prix was held in 2016. Number of laps 51, 6.003. Circuit length, race distance of 306.049 kilometers. Lap record sits with Sebastian Vettel of Ferrari last year around in 2017 with 1 minute 43.441 minutes. With 20 corners, 2 DRS activation zones, a circuit which will offer many overtaking opportunity, and who could stop Daniel Ricciardo to do that even if the circuit doesn't offer so. So height from the sea level, maximum 2.1 meter elevation for this circuit. Nice landscaping in the city of Baku here. Some gossips going around in paddock where 2019 driver lineup is taking a hot seat, where Daniel Ricciardo has been tipped for going forward to surely one of the bigger teams, if not Red Bull, unless Red Bull gives him a very, very competitive car, he won't be interested. Remember, you have Mercedes, both the seats open for 2019, where Lewis Hamilton is still not in the contract, and rumors are going around whether Mercedes will negotiate with Lewis Hamilton for a lower driver pay. So driver market looks really good for Daniel Ricciardo, where he could be moving on to either Ferrari with teammate Sebastian Vettel once again, bringing the Red Bull days back, or he goes to Mercedes. Also, the future of Fernando Alonso will be at stake, where McLaren has said that they will get the new upgraded car by Spanish Grand Prix. However, it has to be seen whether they actually do it, whether McLaren can actually give a competitive car to Fernando Alonso, who is still way better than Stoffel Van Dorn. Lewis Hamilton, when he was asked by the reporters regarding none of the wins have come through to Lewis Hamilton, he was very, very candid in saying it's only been 3 races. We would like to have 1 races, but it has been a learning process for him. So also he said, quote, "We know it's a 3-way battle. It's not going to be easy, and it requires a lot of work to perform at our best." So Lewis Hamilton will sincerely see to look forward to register first win of the season. So in Caspian Sea, this beautiful circuit, city circuit of Baku, Formula 1 World Championship Round 4, Azerbaijan. Population of 9.9 million, 81% of country's entire export is by crude oil. 2 cultures UNESCO World Heritage Sites have been included as this site. First race 2016, the circuit is the second longest on the 2018 calendar after Spa. .003 kilometers, 3.73 miles, with top speed of 357 km per hour, average speed 215 km per hour, elevation change 26.9 meters of this circuit. Turn 1, who would forget 2017, where Daniel Ricciardo show some heroics, and 2017 Bottas and Raikkonen clash on the circuit. Also, brake testing maneuver by Sebastian Vettel and Lewis Hamilton last year around turn 15. We are up for a great race weekend here. Track is very hard on tires, however ultra soft are going to be key tires here. We might see some team going for one-stop strategy. Air temperature 22 degrees Celsius, track temperature 26 degrees Celsius with a humidity of 47.5 and wind blowing at 5.5 km per hour. Gusting speeds going up to 10 km per hour, which could be a decisive factor for various teams here, as the circuit is very tricky. Beautiful skyline of the city of Baku. We are all set for qualifying session to get underway very soon here. Do remember to like and subscribe my channel as you are going through with live commentary with me, your host Naresh for Autocars India. As Lewis Hamilton looks cool and calm, strapped in his car, waiting eagerly to come out on the track and put some great time lapse here and try to secure the pole. In the meantime, Nico Hülkenberg, he had a gearbox penalty. He will have 5 places grid penalty for his gearbox change. Fernando Alonso, as always, a fighter, looking very, very cool and calm too in his car. Papaya orange, McLaren. Bottas, the Finn, ever cool personality in the paddock. Ferrari could be the team to beat here. There is no doubt about it. Stoffel Van Dam for McLaren has a tough weekend as he is only 18th fastest car. It's strange that Fernando Alonso is doing so good in other McLaren, however Stoffel Van Dam is struggling. As the cars come out of the pits for first qualifying session here. As the lights go green, we have Q1 starting off here. All the cars will try to go as soon as possible on the track, as track is very, very susceptible to yellow flags, red flags, you name it, you have it in this circuit. Very tight corners and tricky corners here as the wind is gusting across the track and catches up in between the buildings to the track. Vettel is leading the driver championship, followed by Lewis Hamilton and Bottas in 2nd and 3rd position, Daniel Ricciardo 4th, Kimi Raikkonen 5th, and Fernando Alonso in 6th position, jointly held by him and Nico Hülkenberg. drivers are getting their tires warmed up in their cars. The Ferrari is leading the pack to start off their time lap here. Sebastian Vettel will be the first driver to start his time lap as he comes around the circuit of Baku. Alonso is following him. As we are already getting yellow flag in sector 1, as one of the Haas cars has decided to take the escape route there. Roman Grosjean Haas locks up, carrying too much of speed in the corner and goes out straight away. Sector 1, very tricky corner. As Lewis Hamilton goes very close to the wall in sector 1 also. Track is clear, we go green. Ultra soft tires on for all the drivers. Great work for Williams as Sergei Sirotkin is able to get his participation in qualifying session after he had shunt in free practice 3, as another car goes out, and it's the same Haas. Grosjean still has a problem. He's reporting problem. It's gone all wrong for Grosjean. He's still in the escape route, Roman Grosjean, as we have yellow flags in sector 1. Now we have yellow flag in sector 3 and sector 4 also. We have double yellow flags in sector 4. DRS has been disabled as the Haas car of Roman Grosjean is being cleared. Hulkenberg goes fastest, 1 minute 44.694 as of now, leading the timesheet. No overtaking is permitted in sector 1 and DRS has been enabled now. So 12 minutes to go in qualifying session 1. We have Esteban Ocon, the new leader for the timesheets. He has 1 minute 43.928 seconds. He's P1. Hulkenberg is 2nd, Sirotkin is 3rd, Magnussen is 4th, Stroll 5th, Charles Leclerc 6th, Pierre Gasly 7th, Sainz 8th, 9th Ericsson, Lewis Hamilton 10th. We have still a lot of time in this session. So all the 19 cars on the track, drivers now will be going for their fast laps as Max Verstappen, he has a fast sector 1, looks to be good. He's already 5/10 of the second up on the timing set by Esteban Ocon in sector 1 as he goes through sector 2, green sectors, and it's a purple sector for Ricciardo. He's already sector 2 is purple, so Ricciardo should come out P1 comfortably. Let's see how Red Bulls are getting along as Ricciardo just completes the lap and he goes P1. Verstappen second as expected. Very, very interesting. Ricciardo puts purple sector laps in both sector 2 and sector 3. Now Vettel is already green in sector 1. He has to keep it clean, then he can come out in front. As he's going through, he's already 5/10 of a second faster than time set by Ricciardo. He's in sector 3 right now. Raikkonen is having purple sector. Sector 1, sector 2, Raikkonen is way faster. So Raikkonen should get the fastest timing. Vettel will go provisional P1 here. However, Kimi Raikkonen is faster, he's behind him. As Vettel comes P1, Raikkonen is behind. Surely he's going to tumble the time as he has purple sector in sector 1 and 2 and he's completing sector 3 is 1/10 faster. So Ferrari is comfortably P1, P2. Ricciardo and Verstappen for Red Bull not far behind 2:10. Lewis Hamilton is faster in sector 1, sector 2 but sector 3 dropped the time. He's only P4. So surely Mercedes are not the front runners here. They are the third best team as Bottas goes P5. Verstappen is P6 as of now. Esteban Ocon now. He's P8 as of now as he gets green sector times in sector 1. He's 6/10 slower time set by P1, which will put him somewhere in P7, P8 position. He should be coming out at P7, Esteban Ocon. He is completing his lap now and he goes P2. Esteban Ocon, he had a purple sector 3. What a run from Esteban Ocon here. We are in Q1, 8 minutes to go. We already see a lot of action going around as Brendan Hartley gets his car ready and get out of the pits. Vettel's first flyer has put him on top, 10th up on Ricciardo, but then Raikkonen goes quicker and he still has Ferrari 1-2 here. In the meantime, Sergio Perez, he's presently P14. He is faster, looking good. He's in sector 2. Let's see where does he end up in sector 2. That will decide his position. As of now, he's P14. And Perez messes it up. He messes it up. Sector 2, yellow flag out for Perez as he misjudges the braking. No damage done whatsoever. However, he lost out his time. It was Esteban Ocon, sorry, not Perez. In the meantime, Ocon is P2. He has split both the Ferraris.
It may not look like it, but this is the start of fast-moving European competitions. Rules from these boats will be determined to casual sweaters. Azad Rahimov. The ships have to reach out to people all over the world within 48 hours. That's the power of the local trade, and DHL is making it happen.
As Vettel goes for another faster lap here. He's in sector 3, he just finished it off. Where does he go? He goes P1. Vettel is P1. We have 6 minutes to go. Raikkonen now. Raikkonen goes P1. Hamilton coming. Hamilton has purple sector 2. What does he do? Hamilton goes P2. He splits both the Ferraris. And now Bottas, what does Bottas do? He's coming on start finish line. He remains P3. Valtteri Bottas. As Alonso is also on a time lap here. As he goes around in turn number 3, he's on a faster lap. Fernando Alonso. He's in sector 1. Goes around well in turn number 4, which is 90-degree turn, 180 kilometers per hour. Doing good. Looks like he has a good sector. Some traffic he has to negotiate, and he is 9/10 of the second faster to come out of the relegation zone here. He looks okay. He should be comfortable here to go to Q2 here. Mercedes definitely Bottas found holding up Alonso in his fast lap, as Alonso is in sector 2 now. In turn number 16. Very difficult open corners for sector 1 and sector 2 here. And then he gets a straight line here. Alonso, 320 kilometers per hour. His personal best timing here. Turn number 18, Fernando Alonso in sector 3. Very long straight. Lot of opportunities for overtaking here. As let's see where does he finish. He should be comfortable to P12 or P13 position here with this time, and he goes P10. Good setup lap for Fernando Alonso. Let's hear some team radios. So we have 3 minutes 15 seconds to go, and here we are on board with Charles Leclerc with 3 minutes to go on ultra soft tires. Charles Leclerc, he's presently 14th. Let's see what he does. Charles Leclerc, all eyes on him. He's the star of Formula 1. So Charles Leclerc, he's presently P40. As another Toro Rosso goes out in the escape route, Pierre Gasly. In turn number 15, Pierre Gasly looking to find the neutral gear to reverse the car. Both the Toro Rossos collided. That's the reason Pierre Gasly went out. It's a shame. How can they do that? Gasly was on faster lap, on the cruising speed. Second race in a row. It's very ugly in Toro Rosso. Track is clear as Stoffel Vandoorne is on track now. He's clearing sector 2. He's in sector 3 right now, looking good. Let's see where he finishes. He's in the relegation zone with 1 minute 20 seconds to go. Stoffel Vandoorne comes along. Where does he finishes? Yes, he is P15 as of now, but just for a second. His position is definitely not secured, I would say here. As of now, he's P15. You have drivers in relegation zone as Pierre Gasly, Lance Stroll, Marcus Ericsson, Brendan Hartley, Roman Grosjean. We have just 20 seconds to go in this qualifying session 1. Drivers in relegation zone: Pierre Gasly, Lance Stroll, Marcus Ericsson, Brendan Hartley, Roman Grosjean. Surprisingly, Roman Grosjean is also in the relegation zone, with other Kevin Magnussen is in surely a good position here. Presently, Magnussen is P8.
Pretty dramatic, as you can see where the same.
So we have checkered flag out, Q1 over, drivers out, still Charles Leclerc, he's going to try, he is presently P14, he should be safe, he is on another time lap, he's already in Q2, let's see what he does, and he goes P11, very interesting. So Alfa Romeo Sauber looks to be good with Charles Leclerc. He's comfortably P11. Lance Stroll, he's P17 right now. Checkered flag is already out, remember. He's already up. Stoffel Vandoorne in doldrums to get out of Q1. And looks to be going all the way, and he should be out as Lance Stroll looks to topple Stoffel Vandoorne out of Q1. He's in sector 3, start finish line as Lance Stroll come across, and Lance Stroll goes to Q2. Stoffel Vandoorne out, McLaren is out of Q1. So checkered flag has been taken by all the drivers. So Stoffel Vandoorne, Pierre Gasly, Marcus Ericsson, Brendan Hartley are out of Q1 here. Let's hear some team radios. What Brendan Hartley has to say.
I got the wire, Gasly, I tried to get the wire, I'm so sorry.
Very interesting as they collided.
I have what the front wing will fuck you up.
Pierre Gasly. What the fuck, he says. That's pity. Lewis Hamilton should be comfortable what he has achieved in Q1. Kevin Magnussen.
Yes, I think I don't know if you noticed, he lost the left talis completely.
So he's complaining about brake ducts. So we have a Q1 completed, and drivers who are not going to take any part further are Stoffel Vandoorne, McLaren, Pierre Gasly, Toro Rosso, Marcus Ericsson, Roman Grosjean. Both the Haas cars are out. Brendan Hartley. So both Toro Rosso's out, both Haas out, and Stoffel Vandoorne out of qualifying here. as we get ready for Q2.
Survived what was a very frightening incident in Q1. Actually, dear boy, Brendan Hartley, who seemed to be on the way here to apologise to the team that he tried to get out of the way, but he was the wrong way, and he was very apologetic over the team radio. I will sit down with his teammate as well. Now, this was Sergei Sorokin. He got it wrong. I mean, right he is out on the track. Whose cat-like reactions saved him from what would have been an absolutely horrific accident, to be honest, because if he hadn't hit the rear wheel of Brendan Hartley's car, it would have launched his car. We remember, of course, Mark Webber's accident in Valencia many years ago, where the car launched off the back of another car. It would have been something similar to that, and so his reactions there were actually very, very fast. We are getting ready though.
As we are getting ready for second part of the qualifying Q2, the drivers who are out is Stoffel Van Dorn, McLaren, both the Toro Rossos are out of Pierre Gasly and Brendan Hartley. Sauber, Marcus Ericsson is out. Haas, Roman Grosjean is out. As we go green, 15 minutes to go in this session, Q2 is underway. As drivers wasting no time to come out on the track with Mercedes trying on super soft tires here. Remember, the tires drivers will use in this session, they have to use at the start of the race tomorrow. All the top 6 cars are opting for super soft tires. So top 3 teams have opted for super soft tires, where other drivers are opting for ultra soft tires here. As Hamilton complains of a lockup, which he did. That's his race tire, he should not be doing this. we see Bottas on his time lap. Purple sector, sector 1 for him as he goes around in turn 10 and 11. He gets purple sector in sector 2 too. Valtteri Bottas. This time around, it's one of the Ferraris who takes the escape route, and also Lance Stroll. They opt for the escape route this time around. Very interesting. Ferrari also carries too much of speed and is nearly brushing Vettel on a fast lap. Vettel in the meantime setting up the purple sectors in sector 1. Vettel is presently in sector 2. He has a purple sector 1 and sector 2 is green, his personal best. He's just 600 of a second shy on Valtteri Bottas' time set. We believe he should be able to pick up in the sector 3, which is a straight line speed altogether. As he goes around the start finish line, Vettel, where does he finish? He goes P3. Vettel is P3, 3/10 down. Didn't do much better in sector 3. In the meantime, Fernando Alonso goes P8. Hamilton in the meantime, he's P10 as of now. He started his lap, he's in sector 1. It'll be interesting to see what Lewis Hamilton does as Bottas is topping the timesheets here. He's in turn 3, completing the sector 1, coming out in turn 4, and he is hitting a good lap here. He's just 1/10 down on Bottas' time. Lewis Hamilton definitely looking for the form here. Behind him is Max Verstappen. As Kimi Räikkönen this time around takes the escape route. He's stranded. He is the front runner of the qualifying session 1 here. Sector 1, yellow flags are out. As Lewis Hamilton completes the sector 2. And he is setting up a good lap. He's however 4/10 already down on time of Valtteri Bottas, Lewis Hamilton. Verstappen is also not putting some great laps, particularly Max Verstappen. Looks to be safe in the first stint for Lewis Hamilton. Fernando Alonso is P8, drivers in relegation zone. In the meantime, Lewis Hamilton is P1. He's got some great timings from somewhere in sector 3. So Lewis Hamilton is P1, Bottas is P2. Toto Wolff on the screens looking happy for the first leg of qualifying 2 here. As Red Bull of Daniel Ricciardo and Max Verstappen is in pits. As we see what happened to Kimi Räikkönen in sector 1, turn number 4. He completely misjudges and then he breaks the car. In the meantime, Sebastian Vettel is also on a fast lap, but he's going slow. Sebastian Vettel probably coming down in the pits and getting ready for the second stint and the final stint for Q2. Drivers in relegation zone: Carlos Sainz, Kevin Magnussen, Kimi Räikkönen, Charles Leclerc and Lance Stroll. As the positions stack up, Lewis Hamilton leading, Bottas second, both the Mercedes 1 and 2, Verstappen third, Vettel fourth, Ocon fifth, Ricciardo in sixth, Hülkenberg seventh, Sirotkin in eighth, Alonso ninth, and Sergio Perez 10th fastest. So finally Lewis Hamilton is sitting on top of the pile at the moment, followed by Valtteri Bottas and Max Verstappen. They will definitely like to come back on the track second time around. We have 4 minutes to go for Q2. Sergei Sirotkin is already out on track. He is presently P8. As Fernando Alonso car gets ready for the next run in Q2, he's currently P9, remember. I would say definitely Kimi Räikkönen is still in the pit, so Kimi Räikkönen will come in front in Q3. So position 7, 8, 9, 10 definitely in danger. So Alonso needs to find some great timing in his lap when he comes on the circuit back. Drivers in danger zone: 11 Sergio Perez, 12 Kevin Magnussen, Kimi Räikkönen 13, Charles Leclerc 14th and Lance Stroll 15th. Sergei Sirotkin, 2 green sectors, personal best. He's already 2.1 seconds down. Sector 3 is not a great one. He stays P8 here. Sergei Sirotkin had a moment last time lap as he goes on the curbs, but he keeps the car in control. Presently Esteban Ocon is in 5th position behind team leader Lewis Hamilton, less than 5/10 of a second. Good news for Force India here. 2 minutes to go. Fernando Alonso is out on the track. he needs to definitely better his time, as he's P10 right now. It'll be interesting to see how Fernando Alonso does his lap here. He's presently in turn number 20. He's going 236 km/h, 7th gear, 4th gear, brakes, as he goes around 230 km/h. Turn number 5. Alonso goes start finish straight, and he stays P10 as of now. Alonso here updates, so turn number 15 here, goes around smoothly, crosses Lewis Hamilton, turn number 16, has fast flowing corners after that. Really, last part of the circuit is all about the maximum speed of the cars to get, as Alonso uses the DRS, and where does he finish? That will be interesting to see. He stays P10, Fernando Alonso. Sergio Perez, in the meantime, he's presently P12. He's already 2/10 faster than Alonso time. In fact, all in the danger zones are putting personal best. Perez, the first one. Where does he go? He's presently P12. He's having a great lap. Alonso definitely in danger, no doubt about it. So he goes P6. Sergio Perez P6. Next one, Carlos Sainz. He's also putting his personal best. And what does he do? Checkered flag is already out. He goes P7. Sainz goes P7. Nico Hülkenberg now. What does he do? He's also putting personal best in all the sectors. He's presently in sector 3. He crosses, he goes P6. Better than his teammate. Kimi Räikkönen now. Surely, Kimi Räikkönen should also probably find on the top of the timesheets here. Let's see what he does. He is already having a purple sector 1, personal best in sector 2, and now sector 3 as he comes around turn number 18 and 19 across the start finish line. Where does he go? He goes P1, comfortable for Ferrari. Kimi Räikkönen P1 here. Daniel Ricciardo behind him. He's presently P10. Surely he is not in danger, but he will get his time better, Daniel Ricciardo. As he finishes start finish line, and he slows down the lap as he finds himself, all of the drivers have got the checkered flag. Lance Stroll, he's presently 11th position. Doesn't seem to be bettering his time. Alonso is on another lap which he should be finishing now. Let's see whether he can bring his car out of the relegation zone here. Lance Stroll stays P11. Alonso behind him. What does he do? Presently in P13. Will he be able to do? No, he doesn't. So he stays P13. Alonso is P13 here. So P13 is the position pretty much for Fernando Alonso in last few races also. So drivers out: Stroll, Sirotkin, Alonso, Charles Leclerc and Kevin Magnussen out of Q2.
Rules from these boats will be found in cashless ships are rich to people right over the world who infiltrate that's and the ocean.
As Q2 gets over, Lance Stroll and Sergei Sirotkin of Williams are out, Fernando Alonso out for McLaren, Charles Leclerc for Sauber out, Kevin Magnussen, Haas out, Ferrari of Kimi Raikkonen topping the timesheets. Right time to hear some team radios for Q2 session. Let's hear from Lance Stroll.
Anyways, on the positive side, we can decide what to do tomorrow. The tires and all that stuff, so let's work with it.
Yeah, we'll first place up to make the choice.
After he loses Sergei Sirotkin, other Williams.
Yeah, I think this goes a bit more family. But anyway, what a good job, guys. It was very nice to see the Grand Prix back on track.
Williams seems to be happy with their performance. Lewis Hamilton, what he has to say.
Okay, so we'll abandon the lap to get charged in the pack. Alonso behind 5 seconds. So box.
Right as we get ready for fight to pole, with just about few moments to go for Q3 session to get underway and get the pole position, man of Baku 2018 Azerbaijan Grand Prix. So as we say goodbye to Lance Stroll, Sergei Sirotkin, Fernando Alonso, Charles Leclerc, Kevin Magnussen in Q2, we are all set for fight to pole as both the Force Indias get in their top 10 shootout here. Kimi Raikkonen definitely was in trouble and he was jumped onto Ultrasoft to get himself to Q3 after he had missed the apex and he was finding himself stranded for some part of the time. So looks like it is clear that Force India and Renault are definitely the midfield teams to beat here, as both the teams have got their drivers through to Q3. But we need to watch out for Williams, who are not far behind and has their free tire choice for race tomorrow. As 12 minutes for Q3 goes, green lights on, we have fight to pole beginning here. This is Formula 1 2018 Azerbaijan Grand Prix round 4. and Sebastian Vettel winning 2 Grand Prix, 1 Grand Prix, the Chinese one, won by Daniel Ricciardo. We are in Q3 as all the drivers are on the track for their outlap. As we are 10 minutes to go in Q3 here, 5 to pole. Max Verstappen is the first one who will start the time lap. Not had a great time, Max Verstappen, in practice. Let's see what he can do. He has to keep his head together and deliver here. Verstappen is keeping it very clean, fast sector 1, purple sector. Daniel Ricciardo, his teammate, is behind him. Sector 2, Verstappen is also looking strong here. But remember, all the drivers are putting personal best in sector 1. With Bottas in 3rd position is also doing the same thing. As Max Verstappen leading, and he put sector 2, purple sector 2, fastest sector of this weekend here. Max Verstappen, he is in sector 3. Let's see what does he do. Finally, in his Red Bull, will he be able to do it? Looks to be provisional pole as of now for a few seconds. We have to see how Daniel Ricciardo does. Doesn't seems to be strong enough. However, Max Verstappen is P1. We have yellow flag in sector 1. As Daniel Ricciardo's, he goes P2. Valtteri Bottas in sector 3. Where does he finish? Valtteri Bottas, he completes. And he topples Max Verstappen, he's P1. Valtteri Bottas, he's P2 immediately. Hamilton is P1. Suddenly, Mercedes is finding that few tenths of the second faster, and Sebastian Vettel with a long difference, 3/10 of the second faster than he gets P1. Sebastian Vettel, the first stint in this Q3. In the meantime, Kimi Räikkönen has some hair-raising moments, goes very close to the wall. He needs to be careful. Kimi Räikkönen is very, very aggressive on the curves, but safely through. Kimi Räikkönen is the last of the front runners, definitely because of a bit of mistake which he did, but he keeps the car clean. We are in Q3, 7 minutes to go. Sebastian Vettel topping the timesheets, followed by Lewis Hamilton, Valtteri Bottas 3rd, Max Verstappen and Daniel Ricciardo 4th and 5th, Kimi Räikkönen in 6th due to the mistake he did, Esteban Ocon, Sergio Perez in 7th and 8th, both the Renaults of Hülkenberg and Sainz filling up the last 2 positions. So the first stint for Q3 has been over, and Vettel leading the timesheets. Ferrari looking good for the pole position. They are clear by 3/10 from Mercedes cars. Daniel Ricciardo had brushed the wall in his last time lap, and that is why he is down on Max Verstappen time. As all the drivers are waiting to go out on the track once again, 3.5 minutes to go. Right time, Lewis Hamilton looking to lead the field here. There is no doubt about it that Valtteri Bottas is being able to outclass Lewis Hamilton in 2018 season here. As both the Mercedes are out on the track, Ferraris are getting ready to come out of the pits. Track temperatures are holding up well. Looks to be a bright sunny day. And not much variation of gusting of winds which we expected. As both the Mercedes are out on the track, Ferraris are waiting for the right time, and they gave signal to the cars to come out, both Kimi Räikkönen and Sebastian Vettel. Both the Renaults and Force Indias are already out too. As Vettel goes first, Kimi Räikkönen behind him in Ferrari. And Red Bull sandwiching Ferraris. So all the cars on the track for one last time in this qualifying session for Baku, round 4 of 2018 Formula One Championship season. All are on ultra soft tires. As Lewis Hamilton presently P2 is the first one to lead the field. He's in turn 4, completing his sector 1. He's 9 thousandths of the second up on Sebastian Vettel time. Purple sector 1 here. Let's see what he does in sector 2. He's midway between sector 2, Lewis Hamilton, turn number 13, looking good, crosses turn number 14, now the fast turns here on the circuit in sector 2. Sector 3 is pretty straightforward, 90-degree turn, and he's on his personal best too. He's, however, 2/10 already down on P1 timing set by Sebastian Vettel here. It could be enough to go ahead of Sebastian Vettel here. Let's see what he does as he goes around start-finish line. And where is Lewis Hamilton? No, he's P2. He's only managed to get P2. Very less time to be differentiating between P1 and P2. Remember, Bottas is behind him. Let's see what does Bottas do. Perez has got the checkered flag. He's in P8 as Kimi Raikkonen goes as aggressive as possible, and he's on purple sector, sector 1. Kimi Raikkonen looking good here. Fastest of all the drivers in the weekend. Turn number 15, sector 2 getting completed, keeping it clean and clear. Kimi Raikkonen takes 90-degree left-handed turn, goes on the straight. He's already 2/10 of a second faster. Has a bit of wobble by Kimi Raikkonen midway sector 3, turn 19, 18, kept it clean, and he's putting purple sectors here. Kimi Raikkonen is all set to topple and take the checkered flag with P1 here. Kimi Raikkonen, what a great move, he's doing it, and he goes start finish line. What does he do? He goes, no, he doesn't. Something happened for Kimi Raikkonen in sector 3. He's only P5, P6. Verstappen is only P5. Sebastian Vettel gets a pole. That is amazing. Kimi Raikkonen was looking great all the while. He made some mistake. However, also Sebastian Vettel, they managed to get through this. What did Kimi Raikkonen do in sector 3, which costed him badly? He had a bit of wobble and he lost out 2/10. Otherwise, he was the fastest. Also, Sebastian Vettel. So, Kimi Raikkonen, not a good outing. So, Daniel Ricciardo crosses the line in 4th, Max Verstappen 5th. That means Vettel has grabbed another pole position here. Raikkonen is only finding himself in 6th position. Esteban Ocon in 7th, Sergio Perez 8th, Nico Hülkenberg 9th, Carlos Sainz in 10th position. So there it completes a final qualifying session, and fight for pole has been over. Sebastian Vettel comes out on top with pole position. Sebastian Vettel is the pole sitter for Azerbaijan Grand Prix at Baku. Followed him will be Lewis Hamilton. Valtteri Bottas will start in 3rd position. Max Verstappen 4th. Daniel Ricciardo 5th. Kimi Raikkonen Ferrari only manages 6th. Esteban Ocon and Sergio Perez 7th and 8th position for Force India. Renault, Nico Hülkenberg and Carlos Sainz. Remember, Hülkenberg is going to go with the 5 place grid penalty here. So a great qualifying session for this Baku Grand Prix. It will be interesting to hear some team radios. Let's hear them. What is Nico Hülkenberg has to say?
What was that? Is there still anybody behind or no?
Nobody behind Nico.
What was that? Is there still anybody behind or no?
Nobody behind Nico.
What Kimi Raikkonen has to say?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Come on. What's happening to this team?
Max Verstappen.
All your thoughts on the target for more?
Actually quite good.
So behind the big 3 teams, Force India grabbed the 4th row of the grid with Ocon edging Perez. Behind Nico Hülkenberg grabbed 9th ahead of his teammate. But the German, of course, will drop 5 places for that earlier gearbox change. So top 3, Vettel, Hamilton and Bottas, bringing close to this live commentary session for Azerbaijan Grand Prix. We look forward to see you again tomorrow for the race day. With this, stay safe, drive safely. See you tomorrow. Signing off, Naresh from Autocar.